Iron Man versus Snake Eyes. At Graham County Jail up in Safford, Iron Man said, they threw me in with the hardcore federal prisoners in a pod-type setting. There was one big TV at the top of a long hallway. Everyone's always arguing over the TV. The whites had it every third day, then the blacks, then the Mexicans, and the Native Americans. This one guy showed up, a big dude, 6'1", 225 pounds, half Indian, half Mexican. They called him Snake Eyes. He was always running his mouth about how tough he was, and how he could kick so many people's asses. I had my own issues. My marriage was crumbling. My business was crumbling. All my equipment and tools were being stolen by fucking tweakers, crystal meth users. So I was stressed. The first plea bargain they offered me was 20 years. And I couldn't believe it because all I did was knock some arsehole's door in that owed me $500. And he'd been dodging me for a month and a half. Yeah, Iron Man, when I met him, he'd done a sentence for kicking some guy's door in and yelling, I want my fucking money, for some debt. Snake Eyes started saying he was going to watch TV whenever he wanted. He didn't care who wanted to watch it. And there were more Mexicans and Indians in the pod than white boys, so they could control the TV anytime they wanted. Well, the Super Bowl was coming up, so I told him, we're watching the Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday, and that is that. Super Bowl Sunday was the Blacks' Day, and we had an agreement with them. Snake Eyes said, you'll watch the Super Bowl if I let you watch the Super Bowl. I said, no, we will be watching the Super Bowl, and that's that. I went and worked out with two buddies. A white guy came out and said, hey, Iron Man, I think the Mexicans are going to jump us when we get back into the pod. And I said, cool, let's go find out right now. We went in. Snake Eyes was standing there with 10 Mexicans. He said, we're going to settle this shit right now. We're going to fuck you guys up right now. He was trying to pump up all the Mexicans saying, let's get these white boys. Right then, I realized it would not turn out well if the four of us had to fight these 11 guys. I felt rage well up inside of me. Every single bit of rage from everything that was happening in my life welled up in an instant. The plea bargain, the marriage, my business, all my fucking equipment that I'd invested every single penny and I'd saved and could borrow was being stolen by tweakers. And now I've got this loudmouth, blowhard, wannabe tough guy trying to get 10 Mexicans to beat me and my friends up. So, I screamed at Snake Eyes. No, man, not like that. One-on-one, motherfucker! Me and you! I knew he would have no choice but to go for it because I'd called him out in front of all of his friends. If you call someone out, challenge them to one-on-one fight and they back down, then all your friends, your so-called friends, your gang members are going to attack you. That's the prison rule. So, he goes, yeah, come on then, you ain't shit. I never forgot him saying that. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy is fucked. I advanced towards him with my hands in the low guard position because I knew he was itching to throw the first punch. And from watching him before, I knew he was right-handed, and that would be the hand he would swing with. I could see his body tense. I yelled, swing, motherfucker, swing! I had my hands held low so he would feel comfortable swinging. I let his punch come in unblocked, and just before it would have broke my nose, I lowered my head, and his fist smashed into the top of my skull, breaking his hand. I heard him cry out in pain. I'd lured him into the whole thing, and by then I was right up on him. There's a tipping point in every fight when you land that one punch that resonates deep in your soul and you know the fight is yours. When I hit Snake Eyes with a right hook square in the chin, I felt that feeling. I felt his will crumble. I knew this guy was fucked. I hit him 9 more times, hook after hook in the head. I heard my friend say, Iron Man, that's enough. And he grabbed me by the shoulder and pulled me back. But not in time to prevent me from hitting Snake Eyes one more time with an uppercut. As he fell to the ground at the feet of the Mexicans, he mumbled, get him, and passed out. So he's laying on the floor, 10 Mexicans standing behind him with their eyes bugging out. And here's me in the fighting stance saying, yeah, motherfuckers, get me, who's next, come on. I was just getting warmed up. The fucking rage was boiling through me. It was like a living thing inside of me, and I wanted nothing more in the world than to fight every single one of them dudes one after the other, but they backed off. Next thing you hear, lockdown, lockdown, and here comes the cops. My cellie's all excited because I'd smashed Snake Eyes. He was tripping, saying, dude, you really got it going on, over and over again. Saying, dude, what's up? With his eyes really big. The cops come for knuckle checks. One said, you guys on your feet, let me see your knuckles. My knuckles weren't messed up at all. I just smiled, held out my hands, and it was a smile that said, it wasn't me, officer. He looked, said, yeah right, walked out and slammed the door. So there you have it. Iron Man called out Snake Eyes, that was his strategy, so that they didn't have to fight 12 guys. And I'm going to be posting some prison fight stories from Warrior. Loads of stories from Warrior. Baby-faced, not so big built guy, so big dudes would pick on him, smash the shit out of them. And I've also got some good fight stories in my book Hard Time as well. I'll bust some of those out as well. So endless material will be coming on YouTube. Appreciate everybody following my channel. Almost up to 20,000 subs now.